haven't seen or met her or heard about that yet, then you must not live in Baldwinsville, because I can't imagine that you don't know at least a little bit about what this organization or this group of volunteers is doing for our community. Pam, thank you so much for all you're doing. If I could ask one thing that I'm not sure if too many people know, but you didn't start off having this grand plan of a donation center and a call, all the stuff you're going to talk about. It was actually a very small gesture that just went like wildfire. Can you tell people what you were actually trying to do that just turned into this amazing group?
Well, first, Shelley, I just want to say thank you so much. And I just have to say thank you to you because thanks to you and Heart Human Community, we have this donation center, which I'm at right now. And this has been a great place to have the donation center because we're in the heart of the village. And it's nice to be in the heart because it takes a village to make all of this run with all the volunteers. So thank you so much. When I started Baldwinsville, Helping Baldwinsville, it was really supposed to be meant for a group of friends to share things that we had. Hey, I have an extra bag of potatoes. Who needs it? Or something along the lines. So around noon of that Sunday that I started the page, I saw that it had over 500 members. And I was like, whoa. So I knew right then that there was a need for everybody to help each other out. Who needs help? Who can give that person help and marry those two people together? So right now, I haven't checked the numbers recently, but we're at over 3,100 members. Our furthest member lives in California, who reached out to check on her parents who live in Baldwinsville. So it's been really heartwarming to see kind of the whole community come together for this vision that just blossomed in front of me. So it's been really nice.
Nice. Well, a lot of times when things blow up like that, and I don't want to say it's been easy for you because I know it hasn't, but when things kind of flow, that means there was a need and that need is getting filled, right?
It has.
So, I was going to say, tell us some of the things that you're doing, because you do a lot. I don't even know if we'd have enough time in the day to talk about everything the organization's getting done for our community, but there are some key things that you're really helping with.
Right. So not only a week into this, I received a call from Bob Wicks, our town supervisor, and asked me if I was interested in putting a call center together. And I said, sure, let's put it together. So we have a call center. If I can give you the number, but it's posted. It's 315-857-0292. If you need help grocery shopping because you're homebound and you can't get to the store, we will do the grocery shopping for you. If you need a care package delivered because your paycheck has run out, if you're quarantined, whatever the situation is, we will get you a care package delivered to your house. If you need a prescription picked up, we will pick up your prescription and bring it to your house. So right now on staff, I have 26 call center representatives that from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. we take calls Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday we take calls from 12 to 4. So that call center rep will talk to you, find out what your needs are. If we have it in the donation center, we start a care package immediately. If the person's able to come to the donation center, we will let them know when it's ready for pickup. If they can't come for whatever reason, we have runners that will take it to their house and bring it to the porch. So we are definitely abiding by social distancing. This is no contact. The people that work in the donation center don't see the runners. The runners don't see the donation center. It's all pretty much been done virtually. But the beautiful thing is half my call center reps and half my runners I've never even met before. I did rope in a couple of my friends to see if they would be wanting to help, but it's amazing seeing everybody come together. And one of the things is I can't wait for this to be all over with, that I can actually meet everybody in person, because
right now you can't see them. The one thing that I want to point out that I've heard from you, Bob Wicks, and Chief Lepencheck is your runners have been vetted. So these are people that the police chief has checked out to make sure that that they have good intentions, right?
So all of the call center reps, including myself, all of our runners have all been vetted by the police department. We want to make sure that everybody remains safe, physically, mentally, emotionally, everything along those lines. And we also want to ensure that the public, that the person that's coming to your house is working with us directly. So the runner will come to your house, put it on your front porch, and the runners get contacted privately on what address they're delivering to. So it's a very tight knit group between the call center reps and the runners.
Very nice. And from what I understand, because as most people know, I'm a member of the Rotary, and we have the backpack program. There's also the Meals on Wheels, which is a great organization that we have here in Baldwinsville. And I believe that you're taking donations or putting things together to help those places run as well, correct?
Correct. So the Meals on Wheels, we're working with them with the backpack program. So what they look for on a weekly basis is like individual packs of applesauce, fruit cups, Jello, pudding, cereal. I'm looking around the room, macaroni and cheese, juice boxes, chips, cookies, that kind of thing. And then we collect the items throughout the week, and then a representative from the Rotary Club comes in on Monday and picks up all the items that we have, and they work on the backpack programs throughout the week. We also are working with Meals on Wheels. Right now, we're currently putting 150 care packages together for the seniors. So on a different collection side of the room, we have items for seniors. So we're looking for them Kleenexes, toilet paper, cleaning supplies, soap, hand soap, dish soap, detergent, those type of items. So that way they don't need to go to the store. So like I said, we're working on those items right now to get out to the 150 seniors.
And the nice thing, and I'm sure you hear that and other people have as well, but even those seniors who once in a while will try and go out during senior hours, stores don't always have the soap and the laundry detergent. And it's really hard for them to stay stocked up. So the fact that you guys are getting the donations when people find it. I've also seen on Baldwinsville Helping Baldwinsville page, hey, this store has XYZ, to kind of give an idea of what can be found, to help people that may need that. So outside of the donation center, the runners and everything else you're doing, it's just a great way for the community to help other members who can get out and do things to find what they need. I know my one friend had put a message out there because her son only eats a certain type of meat, and it might sound petty to some people, but if you know the background of it, it actually is a very important thing in her world to get to supply him with something that that he wants. And your group stepped up, I believe, and found that kind of an overkill. Actually, I think you found
it probably was. It probably was. So if we don't have that item in, the call center rep will put a post out to the Baldwinsville Helping Baldwinsville group to say, listen, we are in need of, today, for example, was Tylenol and Motrin. So we have a lot of seniors calling, looking for Tylenol or Motrin. So we will put a call out there to the Baldwinsville community. Hey, we have seniors looking for Tylenol and Motrin. Who can help? If they're able to help, they bring it to the donation center, and then we disperse it to whoever needs it. Last week there was a call. Somebody they needed gluten-free pasta, and apparently the daughter could only handle a certain type. And it's no questions asked. Like, if your kid only wants this pasta and can only tolerate it, we'll find that pasta for you. So it might take us a day or so, but we will definitely work with that person to get those items. So it's interesting just to kind of see everything kind of full circle, from the time that the call comes in or the time that it's fulfilled and it's delivered. There was a woman that put on the post yesterday that she didn't have Easter baskets for her kids. So we were working behind the scenes to create an Easter basket. We had the Easter bunny go and deliver it to the kids. So, it's almost like, making everybody's needs and wishes kind of come true. So what I'm trying to do now on the page is create those stories so everybody kind of sees the back stuff that we don't really let on the page, because I don't want, strangers going to somebody's house. So we take whatever somebody needs or wants, and then the call center group and the runners, we get together and talk about how can we make this happen for this person. So it's like I keep saying, we're stronger together. And Baldwinsville is a great village. It's a great town. The community that's come forward with what do you need? I can help has just been overwhelming. And I just couldn't imagine being any place else than here.
Yeah, and we say that whether it's the when they're functioning, the restaurants and stuff working together, the shops working together. It's just, if there's a need, there's always somebody that's willing to fill it. And this was fortunately not a need that was ever really needed, because we have the volunteer center, we have Meals on Wheels, we have the backpack program. So Baldwin is great because we have things in place, but this became a need that the average person, all of a sudden, the little kids couldn't leave the home anymore. Whereas normally the kids would be in school, so they could run to the store, or grandma or grandpa could watch while they ran to the store to do stuff. And we're just not, it's not that environment right now. It really is stay home, stay safe. And how do we get you what you need? And that's what you guys are helping with a lot more of things too.
That's exactly it. And unfortunately, the store hours have been reduced. So a few paramedics have reached out to me saying, we can do our own shopping. The problem is the store hours, we're working. Okay, no problem. Like, it's pretty much no questions asked. If you're coming to me because you need something, I don't really ask too many questions other than how can I help? So, and the medical personnel, right? We have a mask making team set up in place that I have about 6 women right now that are just making masks for our group. And those masks first are going to make sure that all of the first respondents out there, the medical staff, are all taken care of for masks. Our philosophy on this page was, when we keep those people safe, we are going to be safer as well. So all of the masks that we're getting right now are going to those different organizations. And then we have a list going on the page that if you need a mask, we will try our best to give you a mask in the order of your need. So it's like I said, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that people aren't really aware of, but it's interesting to kind of see everything come full circle.
Is there anything that your group needs as far as donations, whether it's for Meals on Wheels or Rotary or for the senior care packs? Like, is there something you could say, if somebody's out shopping and you see X, Y, Z, what would that be, Pam? Like, what are you guys really looking for right now?
You know what? Right now, we're doing a lot of care packages for families. So it's pretty much, I'm kind of looking around the room. I mean, I hate to say it, but everything. Because we're providing breakfast items, cereals, pancake mix, lunch items. Unfortunately, we don't have a refrigerator or freezer. So everything that we have coming in is all staple pantry type items, pastas, mac and cheeses. My hope is to start kind of adding to the packs, like a gift card to a grocery store that they can go and buy fresh fruit or meat or anything else that they need to add to it. But right now, it's whatever you would buy for your family is what's needed right now at the donation center.
Okay. Well, and I can say, just to kind of piggyback off that, when I did talk to Meals on Wheels and the backpack program, food pantry, they're looking for those non-perishables. So it's good that you know what I mean? It would be nice if you had the refrigerator, but even Meals on Wheels that provides that hot meal, they're looking for the non-perishable, because we don't know if there's going to come a time where they're like, hey, everything has to stop, stay where you are. And what are those people going to have? They're going to have the stuff that can last a week or last something. So having that supply, even though, like you said, it would be nice to have the fresh fruit, especially for the kids and the family, at least having that staple food that if you guys can't get there, we don't know what's going to happen. Like, we're hoping we flatten the curve and eventually life gets back. But if it doesn't, that non-perishable is just key to some people's survival. So it's good that you have that.
It is. And if whatever we can do to prevent anybody from leaving their house. I mean, I know, cabin fever setting in and everybody just can't wait to go to the store. But whatever we can do to prevent people from going to the store to help flatten that curve. Seniors, like, I know my mom's been on Pam official lockdown for 4 weeks now. And, she keeps threatening me that she's going to leave the house. But, I think we need to keep the seniors safe. And, if you need me to go to the store for you and buy those items and bring it to I'll figure out a way to do that for you. So, like I said, it's Baldwinsville helping Baldwinsville. I just can't, I keep saying stronger together and going back to that. But, like I said, I have a great team of 26 call center reps and 15 runners. We can get it done.
No, and that's great. And the one thing we haven't mentioned that I know to be a fact is it's Baldwinsville, and it's Lysander Van Buren. If you're in the Baldwinsville School District, correct?
Correct.
Then this group is here to help you. I mean, that's kind of the question of, do I qualify or not? And it's if you're in the Beeville School District, if you're paying Baldwinsville School District taxes, then this is the group that you want to contact, correct?
Exactly. So it doesn't matter if you live in Van Buren, Lysander. The donation center itself is staffed. I have a great team that's in here Monday through Friday from 10 to 2, and they take our calls. They will pack the donation care package up for you. I don't care where in Beeville necessarily you live.
Right.
Like I said, I ask very little questions other than how many kids are in the house, what's your address, and a return telephone call. I don't really care what your income level is. There's been a lot of families that have never asked for help before that are now starting to ask for help. People that were normally had an income, they don't anymore. So they can't even live paycheck to paycheck because that initial paycheck is now gone. So you don't qualify, you don't have to qualify for a care package. As long as the generosity of the community keeps coming in, that we can help everybody, then we're going to keep doing it.
Nice. And like it's not always about income, it's about safety. If you can't get out of the house and you don't feel safe, or it's better for as many people that can stay home as possible to stay home. That's more important than, and I'm assuming, and I don't want to necessarily go into it here, but you have systems in place for if somebody does Instacart or the shopping, or I know you have a GoFundMe page or something that you guys are working with. So all that stuff gets taken care of by the call center. And I would assume, and I could be wrong, that it's kind of on a case by case because everybody's situation is just a little bit different, correct?
The call center person will talk to the individual and kind of assess their needs. Somebody called and they just literally needed paper towels. Okay, if I have paper towels, I can, get you the paper towels. So it's not necessarily, food items. People in the community have been very generous in donating toys and board games and new crafts as well. So we have boredom busters. So, little did I realize that, the kids are going to get bored at home. And with the weather being central New York weather, a new board game doesn't hurt anybody to kind of keep the peace in the house. So
I saw something as far as a game night or something. There was something with games that you had posted on Bald, and I meant to ask you privately, and I forgot, so now I'm just going to ask you publicly. Well, what did you put out there about the games, or were you looking for games, or you have the games? What was that?
So on Saturday, there's a lot of games here. So I figured with the Easter coming and just people needing to add items to an Easter basket or trying to collect an Easter basket, I just announced that I was doing a free toy giveaway. I set a table out front and said, come and grab a game. Some people brought me games and exchanged games. So it's just pretty much, people came, got a new game, got a new craft, a new book, and the kids were excited. So, whatever we can do to kind of liven up their stay-at-home activities, why not?
Is that something you're going to maybe do another time? Did you have enough games left over that maybe in like a couple more weeks, if this is still going on, you think you'd throw that out there again? Or
I definitely would. Probably, if not this Saturday, next Saturday, I'll pick a couple of hours. It was a short kind of like, oh, let's just do this and see how it goes. And it went really well. And just a side note, I just want to make sure tell everybody, any items that come into the donation center, we wipe down with Clorox wipes before we inventory it and put it on the shelves. So when a game comes in or a food product come in, we definitely wipe everything down. And the staff here, there's a sink in the room, so we definitely wash our hands a lot, and we have gloves if needed to handle items. So we're definitely trying to maintain a sterile environment. The donation center isn't something that you can just come to ask for something. We prefer that you called, or you can even private message me if you need to, so that way we can have it ready. So that way it limits people coming in and out of this room. So.
Yeah, because then that is true. Because for everything that you're doing, the last thing you want to do is make it open to the public, where somebody who possibly could have no symptoms but a carrier of the virus or something coming in. So that's good information as well. Well, I know you're massively busy because I see everything that you're doing. So I appreciate you taking the time to kind of talk this out. Is there anything else you can think of that would be good for the public to know? Any last words or something before we kind of part ways? I will put the call number attached to this the video, because I think it's important for people to have that. But is there anything else you'd like to throw out there, Pam?
No, just really to thank you to everybody. Whether you donated, whether you gave to the GoFundMe, because we use those funds to purchase items that we don't have for that week for the Rotary or for the Meals on Wheels. Just, just everybody coming together has been incredible, and I just want to thank everybody for supporting this page. Never did I think that all these pieces and components would fall into place, but it's been amazing, and I'm really enjoying the ride. So just
Good.
thank you to everybody.
Well, thank you. Thanks for the dedication and for having the idea of helping, a small group of people that you're probably connected to, but being open-minded enough to open it up to the whole community. So thank you for that, Pam.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm sure I will talk to you soon. And if you think of anything else that you need, let me know and I can throw it onto the post as well. But you do a pretty good job of getting what you guys need out there and how people can help you. So once again, thank you.
Thanks, Shelly. I appreciate it.
Sure. Bye.